So this is what we're going to be working on today. This is the alpaca backstrap. This is how it comes to you, direct from the farm, direct from the producer, in a cryovac bag, ready to go. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a carpaccio of alpaca backstrap with spicy miso sauce, yellow chili dressing, and truffle powder. So we're just going to cut that chain off there, flip it over. Because these are so lean, it's really nice and easy to take that sinew off the top there. And as we work through it, you'll start to see one little line of sinew that runs right down through the meat, which is that line down through there. This is what we're going to do now, is just straight down through the middle there, and we're going to be preparing it for our carpaccio. I'm just going to season it up real quickly. A little bit of salt. And a little rub of garlic paste. The alpaca has a very mild and delicate flavour, so we can add some really nice flavours to it without worrying about too much overcomplicating this meat. And being that we're going to serve it raw, it really melds well with those flavours. So what I'm going to do now is just to roll that backstrap up in some cling wrap. It's there nice and tight. We'll roll that up there. Roll it up there so it's going to have these beautiful round slices. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put that in the freezer till it's frozen rock solid, and then we're going to sear it in the pan. Okay, so this is the one that we've just pulled out of the freezer. What I'm going to do is just to unwrap that. It's not fully frozen, but the important part is that it's really cold, so we're just going to cook the very outside of it. So now I'm going to just go over, throw this in the pan really quickly, roll it around like that. It's just going to sear just the outside of it. Okay, so we're just going to put just a little bit of oil in our pan there. Just really quickly move that around. We don't want any colour. It's just about creating the different textures there of cooked and raw, both at the same time. So you can see there, it's not colouring up at all. It's just changing the profile of it. And see, I can even touch it with my hands. It's not getting hot because it's still frozen. So that's that done. I'm just going to take that, put that straight into the freezer, get it nice and cold and hard. Alrighty, so I've got this out of the freezer now, rock hard. So what we're going to do, we'll just nip the end bit off. Okay, now we'll get going with it. So really nice and thin. See how thin that is, and a beautiful ring around the edge there. And you can see that the cooked really highlights the raw. It's like putting a border around it. But it also changes the texture and the flavour. What I'm going to do now is just make up a couple of quick sauces to go onto it as well. The first sauce I'm going to do is yellow chili dressing. This is a Peruvian yellow chili called Amarillo. It's not too spicy, it's just a really good flavour, and it goes really well with this alpaca. They're equal parts of this yellow chili puree. Now if you don't have this, you could use something like yellow capsicum and add a little bit of spice to it if you want to. That's a bit of lemon juice and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Just going to make a bit of an emulsion there. It holds up pretty well. Then the next one we're going to do, truffle powder. Very, very simple. So this is called tapioca multidextrin. It's a natural product that's just refined, but what it does is it takes any fat product and you can turn it into a powder. So we're just going to take some truffle oil, but you could use alpaca fat, not that there's much of it on there, bacon fat. So we're just putting it in the bowl there, take out some of those lumps, and then just a little drizzle of truffle oil. So we've got a third sauce here. This is a spicy miso. So what we're going to do now, we're going to dress up this alpaca, get it ready to serve. Just going to put a little squirt and dressing all the meat. A drizzle of our yellow chili dressing. I'm going to put just a little bit more olive oil over the top as well, just to bring it all together. I've got some cress here that we've just picked out of our garden. It's not really cress, it's more garden trimmings, some shallot. Just going to make a couple little piles of that. So we're really mimicking a carpaccio style with that onion sort of flavour and the olive oil. And now, just to finish it off, our truffle powder. There you go, guys. There you have it. That's the carpaccio of alpaca. with spicy miso, yellow chilli dressing and truffle powder.